Hey guys, how's it going? It's Urban Spartacus here, and today I got something different for you guys. I'm gonna be doing a review. Well, not really a review. I'm just gonna share some thoughts on the game, The Last of Us Remastered. First thing first, let me get something out of the way. This is not an official review because I am not a reviewer, nor am I a critic. I'm just someone who plays the games extensively, and I'm just gonna share my thoughts on the game and what I liked and what I didn't like. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. You're gonna be seeing some gameplay of the game here in a bit. I think this is a couple of matches I was playing that didn't go too bad. I've recently replayed the game and the matches didn't go too bad, I don't think. The first thing I want to talk about is the story. I haven't played a game with such an intense story in a long time. It was very engaging. The characters were all very interesting. It was well paced. I like the originality on the fungus. It was a little twist on the zombie thing. They're not really zombies. They're fungus infected people. The characters, I think I glanced over them. Joel is a really interesting character. You get to play with him the whole game, and his story and his personal loss at the beginning caught me completely off guard. It was really intense. I wasn't expecting it because I never have had the chance to play it on the PS3, so I went blind into the PS4 version, and my God, it really caught me by surprise. And then the game skips ahead a couple of years, well, that's an understatement. But the game skips ahead a good portion of time, and you see Joel completely different. He's a survivor. He gets shit done. He does what he has to, and he has to escort Ellie. You also meet a side character named Tess, which is a really badass girl, but unfortunately, and I'm probably spoiling this if you haven't played, things don't go so well for Tess. So you get a goal of escorting Ellie to the Fireflies, which is a rogue independent group of survivors that separated themselves from the government and are trying to find a cure. But they're not having, and they're also fighting bandits, but they're not having very much success until you find a girl that is immune to the zombie apocalypse. Well, not zombies, to the virus, and you have to take her to them so they can find the cure and all that good stuff and make the world the way it was. And I think it's the journey that you go through, because you need to accompany her, because although she can hold her own, I mean, it's better if you go with her, because Joel is obviously someone who knows his way around. So it's the best person to escort Ellie. The game doesn't feel like, I'm saying escort, but the game doesn't feel like an escort mission. I mean, there are games that have done escorts like Resident Evil 4, and I can't think of another one, but I know there are games that pull off gameplay with escort missions, side companions as escort missions, and that's really fucking annoying because they can die and screw up your game. But this one is completely different. She's not an escort, she's a companion. She can hold her own, she can kick ass, and she will help you, and it's amazing. And Tess is also pretty good at fighting. The best character I thought was Ellie. Ellie is amazing. It's a very engaging character. I liked her story a lot, and the relationship between her and Joel. You play as Joel the entire game, but there is a little side mission which I'll talk later. Well, not a side mission, it's DLC, which you play as Ellie. But the relationship between Joel and Ellie is it's very interesting.
You see that? Shh, don't scare it.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Come here. Hey, hurry up. Come on.
Hey there. It's so fucking cool. Where's it off to?
Couple of things about Ellie. She feels very real. She talks like a teenager. She acts like a teenager. She's very grounded. She's really well played by who's her, Ashley Johnson? I think that's her voice actress. And the motion capture is amazing. The quality of the animations, which is an overall of the game as well, is very good. It makes the characters feel alive. They feel human. You can feel the emotions they're going through. You can tell that they're having a bad time. You can tell that they're having a good time. They're funny. They're witty. Ellie and her stupid little pun book. It's like the best part of the game. I was just laughing my ass at the stupid jokes, at the stupid puns. I'm sorry. It gives a really good sense of, what the hell am I trying to say? It gives a good character relationship, because I felt very committed to protecting Ellie as Joel. I was always playing with the fact that oh, you know, she's a teenager. She can take care of herself. She's really independent and strong. But I always felt committed to protecting her as Joel. And especially when it comes to the end of the game, which I won't spoil, but it's really intense. There's a scene. I'll try not to spoil too much of it, but there's a scene where you're in the room with the doctors, and I think you have to make a choice, and I think I hesitated for like maybe 1 second, maybe two, and then I made my choice, and that was that. But let's talk about the gameplay itself. The gameplay is honestly quite good. It's one of the best games I've played in a long time regarding stealth and action, because it manages to combine both of them. You are in an apocalyptic world, so you need to manage your resources, your bullets, your supplies. You can craft stuff like you can craft medical kits, and you can craft Molotov bombs, cocktails. Apologies. And you can use those things, but you need to manage which one you do, because, for example, you can make bombs and stuff like that, but cocktail Molotovs and health kits, they use the same ingredients, so you need to choose which one you use, if you need a medikit, if you need a Molotov to deal with a situation. So I like that very much. The crafting system is really good, and it's done in real time, so you need to find a safe place to do it, to save your stuff, and to do your crafting. Otherwise, you're gonna have a really bad time. The animations in the game are really good. Everything ranging from the melee combat, the animations when you're crouch walking, when you're for example, I can remember a couple when I'm running and the soldiers or the bandits are shooting at me and I ducked, the bullet would fly by me. I thought that was amazing. There was one instance where I was trying to sneak behind one guy and I didn't notice some bushes to my right, and I was just like, that's not gonna matter. I walked by the bushes, the bushes did a little tremble. They trembled a little, and the guy was like, turned around and was like, what was that? And he caught me, so I had to restart because he kicked my ass. So that's really good. The animations are really solid. I like them a lot. Interesting enough, it also has a pretty good multiplayer, which I'll get to in a minute. There are a couple of things I want to talk about the multiplayer, especially a couple of gripes I had. It's fun, but it has some stuff I didn't like, so I'll point that out later when I'm talking specifically about the multiplayer. Some other things I wanted to say. The surroundings are really pretty. I mean, I like the visuals are amazing. You feel like you're really in that place. The graphics are beautiful. It's one of the best looking titles on the PS3.
So, is this everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
And right now, this is like middle of October 2014. Besides Destiny and a couple of other games, there isn't really a lot for the PS4. So The Last of Us Remastered, the one I got for the PS4 version, is actually one of the best games out there for the PS4, and one of the most beautiful as well. The surroundings are pretty. The sound is amazing. That soundtrack is like, oh my god, I want to have it. If I have the money, one day I will buy that soundtrack, because it makes every moment, every tense moment, every good moment, every bad moment, the fights, it makes everything so real. It really it intensifies the moment. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It has some pretty good gore, which is did I say gore or did I say gore? That's stupid. I meant to say gore. When you're like fighting the enemies, your melee combat, you're engaged in melee combat. You can smash them against the walls. You can shoot people's head off. You can burn them alive, which is really intense, by the way. The gore is absolutely beautiful and really violent, which I guess it only adds to the experience, because in a post-apocalyptic world, I mean, that's what the thing would be. It's everyone fighting for their survival. So you wouldn't be fucking around, you'd be killing people, and it feels very real. There's also some component of weapon crafting, which I found very interesting. You can upgrade your weapons a little. You can add more power, armor piercing rounds, reload speed. You can increase the fire rate, if I'm not mistaken, and you can add a scope to the sniper rifle. But you can't add any attachments, like you can't put suppressors. You can put this is not Call of Duty, so you can't do fancy stuff like that. But it's alright. It's still pretty good. It's a very shallow weapon upgrading system, but it's good at it. It's good that it's there. Something else I liked was the remastered version comes with the Left Behind DLC, which is the continuation of the, well, not continuation, it's actually a prequel of the story, which is the time which Ellie was in an orphanage or a military facility of some kind, and it takes you back in her personal journey with a friend named Riley. And you go around in a mall and you do stuff and you get to know a little more of Ellie's past, and at the same time you're playing as Ellie, which is trying to rescue Joel in the part where he gets fucked up in the middle of the game. So you get to see what happens there, which is really good. I've actually done a playthrough of the DLC, which is on my channel. You can watch it there. And it's really good. I go in more detail there, and you can see me play it. It's on survivor difficulty, so if you're struggling with that, you can also watch it. Although I didn't find it that hard. I found the main game harder when I played it on grounded than the DLC itself. I did have some gripes about the game, but I don't think they take away from the experience in its all. I'm gonna share with you the multiplayer. While fun, it had some issues. Personally, I don't blame the game. I blame the people who played it, because they think this shit is Call of Duty and they don't know how to manage their skills, if they have any. The game is usually there are two game modes. You can play a supply raid, which is like team deathmatch, but you have a set number of lives. You can only respawn 20 times, so you need to manage. You can't die that often, or otherwise you're gonna screw your teammates, because their lives are also dependent on the times you die. Team play is very, very important. You need to be able to coordinate with your team and work together. And there's also another one, which is interrogation, and it's really intense. But again, if you don't have coordination, if you don't have a team effort, then you're gonna screw up. And I get tired of the multiplayer, because I feel like I have to lead my team all the goddamn time. Everybody does crap. My team does crap most of the time. And I blame the people. I don't blame the game, because it's very specific. You need to work as a team. You need to be careful, because you will get killed if you're not, and your whole team is riding on you to support them. So I blame the people who don't know how to play it. They think this shit is Call of Duty, and they just run around and get killed, and which makes you get killed, because then you'll be outnumbered. It just sucks. I feel like I have to carry my team the whole game. It's very, very rare when I get a good team, but when I do, oh my god, that's like the best multiplayer game I've ever played, because everyone is is focused. Everyone has their role. We are working as a team, and we absolutely destroy the other guys. Like, there's no, the other team doesn't even stand a chance if you're playing well. Uh, so it's actually pretty fun when the team is good, but most of the, like 70% of the times, I find a couple of dumbasses, and I just get, I get the high scores. I get the 12. I get the 10 downs, the 12 downs. I don't think I've ever played a game where I've killed less than 4 people. And there are people there who finish the game with like 1 kill and 12 deaths. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just leave. Let someone else join the game. So I don't blame the multiplayer. I blame the people who don't know how to play it. Something else I didn't like was in grounded mode when you're playing the game. I find it a little unrealistic how the enemies who are shooting like forever, the human enemies, they shoot at you for like 5 minutes and they have like infinite ammo, but when you kill them and go see if there's any ammo left for you to pick up, they have shit. You don't have anything. I mean, come on. You were shooting at me for like 20 fucking minutes, and that was your last bullet, the one you shot before I killed you. I suppose it's to add to the difficulty, because you know it's the highest difficulty. You need to, it's like close to realism, but really, I mean, you don't need to give me 5 bullets, but at least give me 1. That would help a lot. Like 1 for every guy I kill. That would make the game at least more manageable, because there were instances where I was playing the game and I had no ammo. I had to sneak around, and there was one time where I had one arrow, and it lasted me for like 10 kills, because every time I shot it, it didn't break, and I was like, oh my god, don't jinx this shit, don't break, but of course it eventually broke. But the fact that it lasted like 10 kills, I was amazed. So again, it adds to the difficulty of the mode, but it's a little unrealistic how nobody had freaking ammo and they were shooting at me forever. Something else I want to point out is the cutscenes are pre-rendered. It also breaks a little of the illusion, because the first time I played it around, I didn't have any costumes, so I was playing the game and I didn't even notice that the cutscenes were pre-rendered. But on my second run, I unlocked the special costumes, so I was using Joel with I don't know, some backpack, military backpack or some shit like that, and a t-shirt, purple t-shirt or something like that, and Ellie had the flannel one. And I find it funny that when games aren't loaded in real time, the cutscenes aren't loaded in real time. I find it funny that like the characters are dressed in one way and they quickly change to the cutscene and they change clothes again. It's like it's a little illusion break, but that's just a minor thing. It's not even a problem. It's just a little unrealistic, but I get it why they did it. I didn't find any problems with the game. I found it a very, very good game. It's one of the best games I've played in a long time. It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 3, which was the first great game I played. It had interesting characters, interesting story, and very, very, very charismatic appeal. And just like that one, this one, it feels very real, and that's why it makes it such a good game. Besides all the great gameplay and all the amazing things. So yeah, the current price for the Last of Us Remastered, it's around 45 euros. I don't know what that is in pounds, but I'm guessing it's like the equivalent to pounds and the equivalent to dollars. So I'm gonna say it's worth the money, because of all the reasons I listed, and for right now, it's one of the best games on the PS4. And if you can get it cheaper than the full price, which is at now, which is 45, and I don't think that's a lot for a game this good. If you can get it cheaper, then it's a complete steal. It's totally worth it. I mean, I've paid more for less. So again, guys, this is not a review. I'm not a reviewer, nor am I a critic. I'm just someone who plays the games until perfection. Not perfection, until platinum. So I play them extensively, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on the game, what I liked, what I didn't like. If you have any suggestions, other games I could do, I usually would like to do this for every game I finish, so I might do that. But share your opinion below on the comments. Like the video, let me know your thoughts, and I hope you have a good one, guys. See you later. Hello everyone, Urban Spartacus here, and today I got for you a little bit more of The Last of Us. I just finished this game, but I need more. This game is absolutely amazing, and I can't get enough of it. So I just finished the story, The Last of Us. I thought, well, I still need to complete the Left Behind DLC. So how about you guys complete it with me, huh? Let's go in. Connecting to Facebook. No, thank you. New game. Would you like to see the tutorial pop during your playthrough? Yeah, sure. I know the control schemes, but I don't know if there's anything that will be used. So let's do that. I won't be playing on Grounded. I just finished Grounded on